3 days ago, 4 days ago, and we're live. Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. Super ass Monday, my ass. Super ass Monday. Whew. Okay. I ain't even gonna bother to indulge in anything else other than let us play some games. Oh. Hello. Maybe now you can actually hear me better. Boop. Cheers, all you wonderful people that enjoy video games after a hard day's work. Also, something's very sticky either on this thing or on something I touched, because I smeared my mouse as well. One good thing about having baby things around the house is that you have a lot of wet wipes everywhere, so it's easy. It's easy to clean things if you get messy. That being said, my mouse is very, I don't know, something's very sticky. I don't like that at all. I don't know how to clean this. It has a rubbery, has a rubbery texture here, and as you guys can already see, like, this super sticky difference. I don't know what that is. I smeared something on it. Damn, that feels so. Ugh. So. Ugh. Maybe it were my greasy hands. Okay. Let me see. What do we have? We still got this. Can we actually do that? I also want to take a look at all of the weapons that we have a little bit and figure something out. Okay? Now, let's see. Let's put all of the junk and whatnot. Learn that. There. You don't have the helmet anymore, so let's put that back on. Okay. Now, weapon-wise, I got a couple of things here. I'm gonna have to figure out what I still need and what I don't. This is a typical thing we do in RPGs. We also got this, which is an artifact, and I think those are probably the best. Things you can get, because they have like a special thing that they do. So I like that. Okay. So we got that weapon. I don't need. We definitely don't need that anymore. What is going on? Oh, cat, I hate you. You're ruining everything on my table. Yep, this mousepad is totally ruined. Knitting on the mousepad. That is so disgusting. Okay. So I obviously, this thing has, in theory, better damage, because it also has the accuracy. It has better recovery, and better range. We lose the armor penetration and we lose the special skill. So this is like the second best thing that we have there. Cool. Still gonna utilize that. Now, verse, you definitely just have this, which is perfectly fine. It's a superior thing. We do not have any other better bows. You, my dear sir, you now have an iron hammer. So no. It's an iron dagger. Okay. So I don't know about those. Okay, that we're definitely. Oh, I think I'm selling all of those. Keeping the iron dagger. What do I have here? A pillar of courage. This is a staff? Yeah. Immunity to frightened. Okay. That's a cool thing. Iron throwing dagger. Oh yeah, he likes to throw things. Okay. These are one-handed. It has the devastating thing. No, these are two-handed. Sorry. Okay. Isn't this like two-handed? Yeah. Okay, that's what it was. And this is one-handed superior dagger. Then we have a one-handed superior axe. Then we have a two-handed bronze great axe. And a shield. So not better, not better, not better. So that's that's the best thing we have. You have a bronze dagger. Huh. Now I'm curious if I should actually utilize the Staff of Hours with him. Passive. It gives him grace deflection and hit deflection. That is like super good. And dramatically slow enemies in a targeted area. These effects scales with like I don't know. Can he not use two-handed stuff? Yes, he can. Wait, the shield is better? I mean, it is, but this thing has the +1 armored, fire stolen, fire damage on hit while health below 50%. It has like a special thing. Wait, just let me do one thing. Be right back, guys. Where's the mic? Alright. Very. Okay, trying to figure out if he can actually wear something better than this bronze dagger. So the iron dagger is worse. Because why? Well, the accuracy is down. The recovery. Okay. It's the same thing, and that's ooh. Yeah, but this thing has the shard. No. The shard is from the offhand. So this could actually be better. The axe. That's our damage? No, that's our accuracy. Okay. I'm gonna try this for now. Oh boy. Let's do a sell. Why is my game paused? Also, here we've got the Staff of Hours. One per rest. Okay. Here we got some new things. Other than that,
on it.
Whoops. We take my name and call me Basset Born. Let me see your wares again. Banana via Sam. Bananovi? Hey there, Banana Ovi. Welcome. Hello. Yes, Banana Ovi. Isama. I want to sell some things. So I'm keeping that, obviously. Selling those. That's also a two-handed. I'm gonna keep that for now. It's heavy armor. Banana Sam. Oh, cool. Okay, Banana Sam. Hey there. Got that. You got this bow that we don't need anymore. You got a couple of things here that I definitely don't need. And that's a bronze dagger. That's a bronze dagger. So I don't need that either. Still gonna keep. What did I choose? I chose the chorus, right? They're called the chorus. The red guys. Sorry for your English. Hey, don't ever be sorry. As long as we can communicate, I don't care if it's good English or bad English. My English ain't that good either. Sometimes I have weird, funky accents. Because sometimes that helps me, I don't know, pronunciate things better, but not always. Okay, let's get rid of those. And those. I'm gonna keep the Pillar of Courage, I guess. Cool. Ooh, that's a lot of money. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, dude. Okay, that's a lot of money. Money. I like that. Misa likey. Okay. Now, I want to sell everything that is not like superior, I think. Or wait, what did I? Wait, let me check sell value high to low. These are heavy, heavy, heavy. Light armor, heavy, heavy, heavy. Everything that's heavy we don't need apparently, because deflection is king. Light, 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 heavy, 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 light, light. This is the same thing, right? Horde bracer, yeah, okay. Okay, I guess I can do that as well. I think I had something here that I'm gonna have to see. Wait, what? Oh, when I took them out of here. Okay, they put it in my inventory, which is not really what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. Good. Zuck, zuck. Keep that there. That's fine. Keep that there. Let's see. Do I need anything from here? That nimble thing. Nobleman tunic. No, no. Fleeing. No, no. No. Do you need something that might give you something better? Just recovery. Definitely not. Definitely not. You can't do shit. No, 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 no. Oh. There's a little bit better deflection. What's the dampening thing? Oh, magic defense. Okay, we're leaving the defenses on. I got 2 of these. Can I upgrade something? So, Banana Sam, where you're from? One-handed, unarmed attacks, parry, and subterfuge. Merchant motley collection will also create camping supplies. Sure. Let's get that guy. And here, I don't know about this. Belarus. Ooh, nice. I'm from Germany. Originally, I'm from Romania, but I moved to Germany over 10 years now. So yeah, I live in Germany. A merchant who specializes in unique weapons, metal armors, light armors. That could be good. Ragas. Control vigor, control fire, and la 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 la. Iron ingots, bronze ingots. Okay, we got those 2. So I'm thinking light armor. Yes. Unique weapons. Sure. I don't know about the trainers for now. And This guy has control fire, frost, lightning, and vigor. She only has fire and atrophy. You were in Germany once? A very beautiful country. Hey, I'm glad you liked it. I moved here because it was just the way it was meant to be. Found my wife here. She's also from Romania. And now we have a beautiful 6-month-old daughter. So I'm a freshly baked papa on the other end of the internet and the story that we try to do over here. So yeah, scheduling is very hard to get our game on, to say the least. But we're making it work. Alright, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna see if I can actually try to do some of the side quests. Let's see. Maybe I'm not gonna enter there. All right. I'm very, very, very new to CRPGs. Been in love with CRPGs for a long time, since I was a little kid, and I read magazines about Baldur's Gate and Icewind Dale and Septerra Core, which is one of my favorite games that I did play but never finished it. We did finish it now on the channel. And also, I never got into those games. Arcanum was one of those things that I kept marveling at. And yeah, I never got to play any of those like super cool, interesting games. And now, I'm a grown-ass man, and even though life is hard and strange and difficult, I have took it upon myself to say, that is it. No more excuses, basically, and I'm just gonna try to play the things that I love and, you know, do something cool and meet new and interesting people like you that also enjoy super cool, wholesome games, and, you know, just sit around, have fun, and, like I said, meet people and do all the things that I didn't get to do and go on epic journeys. Let's see. You unfurl the missive to see your reply from earlier. Whether the original sender is lost or dead is unknown, but what is clear is that the carrier bird that first delivered word from the Sage L was unable to find its original sender, and so has circled back to you with your undelivered missive. Ooh. Oh, okay. So I need to find the stupid ass sage here. Ooh, what is this? Oh, the Edict of Storm. Minus 20% range damage and accuracy. Well, that only sucks for you. It kinda... Okay. Okay. Looks like kind of a Diocles. Hello. You wanna fight or you wanna talk? The tumultuous wind of The tumultuous winds of the Edict of Storm reduce visibility to arm's length as you press against the headwind and into the torn strand. Silhouettes materialize in the swirling detritus before you, the sound of their approach swallowed entirely by the raging gale. The shadows resolve into haggard warriors attired in ragged leather and tarnished bronze. Diocles. One man steps forward, pulling off his helmet to reveal a grim, rough face of deep umber, cross-hatched with pale scars. Hold, stranger. You don't look like one of Ash's inbred handmaidens, but you're no sign of stalwart. So who are you? Inbred handmaidens? Oh, poor Beric. I've heard worse descriptions. Of course you have, you handmaiden of Narat. Good one, Buckethead. If they're finished, I'm Fatebinder Guy. One of the court enforcers in Stalwart? You're the one they say awakened the mountain spire. What brought you down from your perch and into the storm? We've come with questions for a warrior named Irissa. Yeah, sure. You look more prepared for murder than interrogation. Why should I let you speak to her? Crocus claimed Irissa was responsible for several slayings back in Apex. Oh, we got the soldier thing. The way you looked at each other. I know it well. Irissa fell in battle. Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Shit and double shit. Very perceptive. I hope you agree that spilling blood over a dead woman serves no one. Crocus claimed Irissa was responsible for several slayings back in the Apex. I don't know the name, but back in the Apex, Irissa had some less than honorable compatriots. She tried to convince me that this one Haven mercenary was no stranger to killing for rings. Turned out he was a crook with as many names as aliases. Aliases? Okay. When Irissa got word that he sold some of his charges into slavery, she broke ties with him. If you seek justice for someone slaying in Apex, you'll have to seek it elsewhere. Is there anything at all you can tell us about Irissa? Absolutely nothing. She's dead. We're not. I suggest you pack your gear and go. Wait, ancestors, forgive me. Irissa kept these gloves with her. When she last left, she asked me to get them to her sister, Clea. You'd be able to find her on her homestead near River's Break in Old Apex. It'll be years before I'm able to fulfill that request. You traveled the tiers. If I give them to you, can I trust you, on your honor, to deliver the gloves to Clea? I'll see that she gets them. I hope that you do. You have what you came for. We're going to back away, and you should do the same. If we meet again, blood will spill. River's Break is now... Okay. Will you manage to get through that without picking a fight? Fuck. I've missed these. You know these gloves? They belong to one of my Furies. So Irissa had a sister. A sister for a sister then. There's a certain poetry in it, right? Are you suggesting what I think you're suggesting? We need to find this Clea. She must know something about who Orisa ran with during the war, right? And who knows, maybe she'll turn out to be someone in need of a good stabbing through the face. If we go to River's Break, we're not going in with weapons drawn, understood? You know, you can't avenge yourself on a dead person, right? Killing her sister won't hurt Orisa. Yeah, I know, kinda sucks, right? Don't worry, I won't stab anyone who doesn't deserve it. Come on, screw this place. As you turn, a gauntlet hand rests on your shoulder. A moment, Binder. What is it, Barrack? I've known Verse for a few years now. She's always been excitable. This is different. She seems rabid, heedless of danger, like the worst of the course instead of the best. I noticed that. What I'm asking is that you keep an eye on her, for her well-being rather than just yours. Though, if Verse were my soldier, I'd want her as collected as possible. That may never be an option. Thanks, Barrack. I'll do what I can for her. Thanks for hearing me out, Fatebinder. Find Clea at River's Break. So, those guys are gonna sit there.
I got it.
Can I loot them first? Can I loot your... Ooh. Bronze axe. Leather. Can I loot your stuff first? Don't mind me. Ooh, healing potion. Nice. So nothing interesting here? Interesting enough for me. Okay, let's go. Where is that place, that new place? Ah, there it is. Can I actually go there? Ooh, I can. Encounter in the Blade Grave. Through the billowed dirt and rust kicked up by the Edict of Storms, you make out the shifty silhouettes of a small group ahead of you. Appearing lightly armed and armored, the group pulls two carts in their wake. They haven't noticed you through the maelstrom. Allow them to pass by without making your presence known. Hail them. Hello! Wary of your presence, the travelers halt when you hail them and await your approach. Their emaciated faces make it clear that hunger has left them weak. One steps forward to explain that they're scavengers from Old Stalwart, hoping to trade their haul in exchange for food for their families. A glance at their goods revealed that they're carrying remnants of bronze and iron arms, likely scrounged from the Bladen Grave. Ooh, okay. The leader of the group head bowed deeply in deference, asks if they may pass. Guide them, proclaim them guilty for treason. Guide them. Sure, we'll guide them. Nice. We gain some favor and some iron. Escorting the travelers, you lead them through the ragged, wasted... nice. What is the one food that you liked in Germany? Alrighty then. Yo, Fritz! What up? Is this a big place? You just get home? Oh. Just got home yet. Bronze Tabar axe. So how was work, darling? Are you glad it's over? Darling me. The blistering winds of the edict storm rounded the stones of these walls, dusting them in iron and bronze, yet they persist. Ooh, what is that? A fish. Right, I have to find some iron and bronze or something like that in here. It's probably this thing. Let me just lube up a little bit here.
Right.
And go. Oh, here we go. Oh. What is this? Crimson flashes among the torn terrain and the blade grave. As a gang emerges from the landscape around you, they're hardened men and women with well-weathered skin and narrow eyes. Their piecemeal leather armor graves with notes of bronze. Careless Spark. Fatebinder, so nice of you to finally show up. Beautiful scenery, no? Truly displays the indiscriminate artistry of our overlord. Am I supposed to know who you are? That's Careless Spark. Good people, I mean, as good as the chorus comes. Ahoy there, Buzz. Been a while. Telling the Fatebinder about that time we found that commune out Halfgate way. Trust up those farm boys and... No, also, shut up. Two verse. Sounds like there's a story there. Maybe I'll tell you once we're good friends. Go ahead, Spark. We'll see how many wags your tongue manages before I've torn it out and cauterized the stump. Enough of this insipid prattle. Prattle? What the hell is a prattle? Babbling? I'd heard you run hot under all that cold metal. Seems I heard true. How did you know I'd be here? Words travel on swift wings within our Crimson Core. I've always assumed that's a euphemism for the voices sent me an order. Get on with it and tell me what you want. I don't expect you're willing to sell the Ironclad's services to us. The Archon of Secrets would be wildly, ridiculously grateful to have a personal audience with him. Whether I can spare Barrack depends entirely on what you're offering. What does the Archon of Secrets want with Barrack? Your heavy friend survived an edict and came out stronger for it. I think the voices would be a mite bit curious. I think that I speak for both Barrack and myself when I tell you we'd sooner see him dead than in the hands of the voices. Yeah, Did I save before? Let's see. Sorry. Let's see if I do this first. Fatebinder. These bracers. They may not look like much, but they're of a very rare make. Special crafted for ease of movement. You'll all know how closely the voices of Nerat and I work together. Strange that he'd send someone else for Barrack when he could just ask me himself. Do you really want to die for clumsy Ember's little ploy? Let's see. You know how closely the voices of Nerat and I work together? Strange that he'd send someone else for Barrack when he could just ask me himself. You think the voices will favor an outsider to one of his own? You think he wouldn't? Thanks, Fatebinder. It's always nice to know who you can count on. I thought it might come to this in the end. Let's see if you live up to your legend. Powerful attack that traps nearby enemies in twisted spires of rock, petrifying them for a short time. Okay. Alrighty then, so let's see. Horde, Scarlet Fury, Horde, Bloodhound. So we all need to go on this way. Okay. You do this. You have this artifact ability. Let's do it, because I want to see how it is. Right. Ho 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 ho.
Take that.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Take me if you can.
Well, they asked for it.
On it.
Okay, I need to do this. And now you guys are dead. Super dead. Super dead. Bye bye. Told you guys you're dead. You wouldn't listen. Nice. Another gang of crimson corpses made of trespasses upon the Bladen grave. Let us claim what brought us here. Save it.
Will this do? It is nigh the size of a kite shield. You have your rock. Let us leave this place.
Something bothering you, Barrack?
I have repeatedly asked you to leave this be, yet you persist. Do you think that you act in my interest? Do you think you know better than I where my interest lies?
Just want to help. Why are you so resistant to it?
There was no ambiguity in the Archon of Justice's ruling.
More ambiguity than you might think. The flexibility of the law is in the details.
I may never understand you clerks of the court, saying one thing and plotting another, all in the name of justice.
Yep.
This place haunts me, Fatebinder. These walls, these lands, they were hard once, but they possessed an austere beauty. The general saw them for what they were, lands well worth fighting for. The winds that day, they swept everything aside. They tumbled tearsmen and livestock like children's playthings. The dust choked our mouths and eyes. Trees appeared as if by magic, only to be smashed into splinters against stones. And those splinters cut like knives.
Go on.
We were no fools. We knew what had fallen upon us, and we took cover as best our iron shields and the general's protection allowed. Yet the wind tore us away, one by one. Some silent, some screaming. Now only I remain. In this state. Take the metal to your smith, or do not. There's nothing further to be said. Let us leave.
Alright, return to the smith with the sample. Wait, what? What? Oh, that was weird. Nobleman's tunic. Tunic. Alrighty then.
Will do.
I think that was it. I'm giving Barrack up. They're gonna want to like all fight me. I don't really care. I'm gonna stick to my crew. Sure, let's go here. I'm not really pressed on time anymore. Right? I don't think so. Jack. Excuse me.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Okay, there's Essa. Dry grass. Okay, they're farmers. We'll just loot.
Sorry, I can't. Sorry, I can't.
The scent of baked bread. Old woman tended it small. Hey, hon. The farmer noticed your approach. Careful, stranger. I'm no easy mark, and have little worth your time or blood. She may be old enough, but to be my mother, but she holds herself like a warrior trained. Who are you? I'm the woman who tills this soil, mends these walls, and protects them with her blood. I'm supposed to be here. You're the ones who should be announcing themselves. Feisty, I like this old coot. Girl, this old coot has split skulls twice as thick as yours. Good hearing, too. Nice farm. Thank you for the kindness. We shared with my husband before he died. Not much to look at, but kept the family fed. Compliments ain't answers, though. I asked again, what brings you here? We seek Clea. Clea? Clea was my youngest. Why are you asking after her? Was? Shit, don't tell me we're too late. I'll have you keep a civil tongue in your head, girl, while you're on my land. Sorry, ma'am. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Did you do something to my friend? What? Why is Verse acting like this? What happened to Clea? She narrows her eyes. First things first, call me Essa, daughter of Asperia, and this is my homestead, granted me by Queen Vadrian Alanta in honor of my service. That's an introduction. You got one to match? I am Guy, Fatebinder of Tunon the Adjudicator. You're the one ascended the mountain spire. They say you hung a banner woven of golden light from the battlements. Wouldn't have believed a word of it if it hadn't seen the glow from here. What does a Fatebinder want with the likes of me? I ain't broken the Overlord's laws. We came seeking Clea, but that seems a doomed errand. If Clea's dead, what's going to make it hard to fulfill Irissa's dying wish? Irissa? Dear girl. Dear, stupid, blind, foolish, arrogant girl. How did it happen? She died in stalwart, aiding the unbroken against the forces of Kairos. It's my fault. I raised those girls on the romance of war, on tales of bloodying the bastard steers and pushing back Azure. How was I to know your armies would come in their lifetime? That the gates of judgment wouldn't hold, or that you'd stride into the Tias with a man of stone who could step clean over a curtain wall. Even girls like mine couldn't stand against Kairos. There ain't been nothing like that northern shadow before, able to crush mountains and call earthquakes from a scrap of vellum. There ain't no fighting that, I told them. They didn't listen, damn them. Of all the damn fools things I told them, the only thing they didn't hear was what mattered. A mercenary named Crocus told us that Irissa hunted people for sport. that she displayed their heads on spike. Crocus? I ain't never heard the name. Bald, bearded man, skin the color of bronze and thick as a beastman? I knew him by a different name. Right, lazy bastard by my reckoning. Only thing he put much effort into was lying his way into a meal and a thong of rings. What justice is there if a man like him lives while my Orissa's met the void? There's justice. It was slow and terrible. Ah, there's some comfort there. What do you know about Catorius? The sage was an older gentleman, smarter than most, like he had the whole Vellum Citadel bouncing around in his head, a tad off in the way magicians so often are, eyes as hungry as a flame. I don't want to kill her. You said you trained your daughters in the arts of battle. Aye, their father were a good man, but more suited to farm work than war. If you're looking for someone to blame, I'd be that person. I trained them up, taught them the falx, the javelin, and the spear and shield. And they used that knowledge against your precious archons and their armies. Hey, Essa, maybe you'd like to shut the fuck up now. What did you teach them about the Overlord? That there's never been a graver threat to all the Terratus than Kairos represents the worst of the powers of man or women, that such an evil must be resisted at all costs, by any means necessary. What? That directly contradicts what you said before. I changed my tune in my older, softer years, but as they growed up, I poisoned them against Kairos as thoroughly as I'd carved it upon their hearts. You use all this food yourself, or have you sold it to other people in the well? I sold some for rings, and without a Kairos damned license too. So you admit to violating Kairos' laws in front of a chronicler? Well, young lady, this is going to the permanent record. Hey, geriatric voyeur, you ever considered shutting your flapping gums? Anything else you want to tell me, Essa? Naming a child for Kairos is a capital offense, ain't it? I imagine naming a pig for Kairos ain't no better. Care to meet Kairos the Over-Pig? He's around back. You see what's happened here? Don't you, Binder? What matter? There's no matter here, Binder. Please tell me you're not going through with this. A life sentence left to her grief? That's punishment enough. You know what? This is your dance verse. Pick the tune. A quiet scraping sound issues from Barak as he watches wordlessly. Really? The verse takes a step back, blinding rapidly, considering her options. Verse sheaths her weapon and nods. We came here because Orissa, she killed one of my sisters. I always thought I needed to avenge them to make it right, because I'd failed them. But actually, talking to you, it's cleared some stuff up. And guess what I'm saying is I miss my sisters and you miss your daughters, and that's just the way things are, okay?
Our time together has not gone to waste.
Essa nods numbly, turns and shuffles towards her squat farmhouse. Oh. Verse releases a long sigh. That was some uncharacteristic hesitation in your part.
I didn't realize you knew me so well as to say what is and isn't like me. I enjoy killing, Fatebinder. Doesn't mean I think everyone deserves to die.
Irissa and Clea are dead. What does that mean for your sisters?
I'm sure Whispers would have something clever to say about frustrated ambitions. You ever have a friend who almost never speaks? But then, every once in a while, she slips in the perfect word at the perfect time, and it's the only thing you remember. That was 3 Whispers. She was our wiry, flickering shadow with hair like crow's feathers. Preferred close-up work. That was her name, her 3 knives and the sound of air from a punctured lung. It's hard to remember stories about her because she never drew attention.
And yet?
Her old favorite. That I remember. She'd trick a soldier into gutting his own comrade, then open his throat while he was in shock. Beautiful move, and I saw her dance it 12 times.
Joy? No.
Whispers knew her histories and letters, knew borders and houses and heraldry. Even knew a few sigils and kept us from bleeding out more than once. Whispers and me, we were more than sisters sometimes. Not
Ooh.
often, and nothing holding. But yeah, she read a body as easy as a scroll.
Sounds nice.
Was nice.
Okay.
Let's.
Alright. Barrack leveled up. Wha? Return to the smith. Okay. Okay. Return to Voices of Narat. Bast ruin the state. Okay. Hey, Barrack. Let's get your accuracy up. And let's see, what else do you have here? I need one more from these things. So either pursuit, allows Barrack to engage an additional enemy. Still don't know what that does. It actually might be good since he's a tank, but we'll see. Bond of Honor. Oh. And this? Defender's Charge? Leap to the aid of an ally taunting enemies nearby. We already have a taunt. Sure, let's do that. Alright. That's all there is here. I can't go there, or there, or anywhere. Okay, we're done here. We are done here. Yeah, yeah. Okay, we've done that. We've done that. We've done that. We have done that. Let's go meet. Let's go see if we can find the sage. Oh! Encountered in the bastard tier. While making your way through the wilderness, you come upon several dense shrubs literally dotted with crimson berries. The fruits are lumped and ripe, with a thin skin that gives slightly under the pressure of your touch, hinting at the juicy within. Defer to entry? Sure. This is budding rose. Consumed even in small quantities, these berries stoke the libidinous humus. Sadly, the berries almost always create dyspeptic calamities and magical inclined. But sometimes the terrible stomach pains are worth feeling like a teenager again. Harvest the berries. Eat. Offer berries to a companion. Leave with berries. Okay. That's a thing. Eat the berries. Find the sage that summoned you. Oh. This is a big map, I think.
Will do.
Though this may once have been entrance to what passes for a grand estate in the Tias, little remains of it now shaved, shattered ruins. Oh, okay, hello. Wobbler? Warbler? Oh, okay.
Hey,
Nice.
over there.
Take all of those. This is a weird place, for sure. Gwyneth? Who are you? Take some cheese. Oh, no, I don't want to go out. Oops. A group of unkept, filthy commoners hobble among a motley of barrels and boxes. They heavily stench of sweat, stale food, and grass cling to the still air. Okay. You didn't bring the chorus in with you, and if you were disfavored, you'd have loudly bragged about your pedigree already. So that leaves me wondering, just who are you? Guy. Fatebinder of Tunon, and you are? Fatebinder, oh, fantastic. You here to kill us, or can we convince you to keep our present secret from those chorus madmen? You still haven't told me who you are. Right, I haven't. The name's Gwyneth. I'm the guide for this little band. Used to be a mercenary, but no one's offering coin for a blade anymore. If you weren't born north of the gates of judgment, there's nothing for a warrior save cloth of crimson or a mass grave. Red or dead, as they say, so I stopped warring. More or less. What do you want exactly? We need to get back inside the mountain. We'd come out to scavenge for supplies. When we got back, we found crimson assholes crawling all over the place. You live in a cave? Well, it wasn't our first choice of homes, but we've taken shelter in a nearby cave. While we were out looking for supplies, these Chorus goons somehow buried the cave entrance with rubble. We could excavate a path, but not with Chorus spears probing our rears while we dig. Help us be rid of the scarlet shit stains, and we'll scrounge up some appropriate recompense. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. Let us know when the gang is no longer a threat. Okay. Ooh. Iron Great Spear. So that allows me to go up there. Heavy armor here? Okay. And some healing potions. Okay, let's save it. Let's do one of these just in case.
Will do.
Well, let's talk with them. Ooh, who's that guy? Who goes there? Rolls the Butcher. Who goes there? You know who we are, boss? Wait, what? Step forward. The squabbling comes to a sudden halt as all eyes turn toward you. And then who are your reinforcements? Or did you let the enemy shadow you back home? Either way, wrong move. Huh? Where did you come from? It's the faint binder of Tyranny, idiot. You know, the master of the mountain spire. Though now I'm curious, if Warble didn't come crying to you, what brings you way out here? I'm in search of this keep. I seem to have found it. Yeah. Didn't see it with my own eyes, but word is Cairn ruined this place back during the war. Since nobody's claiming these ruins, me and the gang are the current lords of the manor, as it were. Look, I'm more than happy to help you with whatever task the Archons got you doing, but first, I need your help dealing with the idiots down there. A legend like you won't even break a sweat culling them. Are you fucking kidding me? I've broken no law, just done what my boss told me. Stow it. The only meaningful law is in the chorus is not suffering the weak. And you're weak. The Faintbinder here's just gonna thin the herd a bit, ain't ya? Why do I have to kill Warble? Work it out amongst yourselves. If you're not going to help, at least stay out of our way. Roll along, Fatebinder. I actually wanna
Yes.
talk with you first. So I don't suppose you could not kill me. Fatebinder, you're back. I hope you're going to show these pups what real blade work looks like from the inside. What's that even mean? It means you're gonna get stabbed, you beast-founding flea brothel. I'd rather not get in the middle of your dispute. Lower the ramp and let's talk. And let them follow you up? No way. Lower the ramp, or when I get up there, I'm going to show you your own intestines. I'm up here and you're down there. I've heard a lot of stories about you, Fatebinder, but the ability to sprout wings and fly was not one of them. How do you think I got to the top of the spire? You know, I hadn't thought about it. Come on, Fatebinder. Kill the kid and give us a show. If you're not going... Okay. Save it.
Sorry, I can't.
So I'm not gonna... I don't want to kill him right now. Let's climb over here with this rope. Conveniently placed rope. Save. This is a couple of seconds. And it's gone. Let's put that back on. Save it. Let's go. Athletics.
I got it.
Hello. The gang leader eyes you cautiously at your appearance atop the balcony. Fatebinder, are you gonna cut Warble open for me, or are we going to have a problem? You straight up saw me and asked me to kill someone. I am theoretically the Archon of Justice. That guy did nothing. You just want him. Enough talking. You're siding with them? Fuck. To arms, maggots. Got this low dog ass lick. Okay. Let's go.
Up. We have company.
Pity, you won't enjoy this.
Let's see. I can do... Oh, that's one per rest, right? Also one per rest, right? Okay.
Let us take them together.
I'm curious.
That's how it's done.
Ho 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 ho.
You got it. Pity, you won't enjoy this as much as I do.
We done? Well, they wanted it. They kept pushing. I can kill all. I don't mind. Ooh, Hyrex. What is that? Heavy leather armor. Okay. Hell yeah. Finally an upgrade for her. Gives her deflection and something. Something. The chorus collapsed the entrance to this cliff, blocking it with huge slabs of heavy stone. Clearing it by hand would be the work of a span or longer. Okay. There's Hyrax. Let's talk with him. Disfavored. The right eye socket seems a bit darker than his left. Fatebinder, apologies. Haven't had occasion to say much today. You recognize me? A brother and a sister of mine served at Vendry as well, because they have seen you. I have seen you, and we all saw the way you lit the skies with the mountain spire. That's hardly the only thing I remember you doing that day. I'm called Hyrax, son of Hyperia, oath brother of Marek, currently attached to the 5th Boreal. Good to see the butcher butchered. Would have been nice to do it myself, but I suppose I had my shot at him. And the conscripts on the lower level of the pile of corpses, and I'll give you the intelligence I've found since coming here. I'm surprised Rolls left you alive. You strike me as a liability. Let's free him. I appreciate the sentiment, and normally I'd say risk it, but my arms were both broken and neither set right. I'll need a sawbone to break them again before they'll mend straight. So I can't fight for shit, and if you free me, you lose any element of surprise you'd otherwise have. It's a bad play, whichever way you slice it. I'm surprised Rolls left you alive. He strikes you as a smart man. I assure you I'm the better friend if you're willing to make a deal. I'll see what I can do. Just oh,
You see that?
I do. So that's the drawbridge. Drawbridge. And this is... what is this? Ooh. Secrets. A fish.
Sorry, I can't.
That was it.
You didn't see nothing.
That was it. Curious. Stealthing usually helps a little bit with finding something. But if they didn't find anything, then that's it. Climb down. Okay, I'm curious. If we lower the drawbridge, are those shitheads gonna come up? Let's talk to him. What a mess. There was a time when I thought this was all going somewhere. The butcher had, some ideas, some plans. Not very good ones, clearly. At least there's the Oathbound. The Archon will appreciate that gift. Might even promote me, or at least not ram a spear up my backside. The Oathbound stays with me, but it's not like I can go back to the Voices of Narat empty-handed. Worse than empty-handed, considering lost gear and manpower. Tell the Archon I sent you back. That should smoothen things over. Yes, Fadebinder, my thanks to you. Bye! So I didn't kill them. Also, that looks interesting. But they're gone. There's something profoundly wondrous in outliving your enemies. Get these ropes off me and I'll tell you why I'm out here. Okay. Thank you, Fadebinder. I appreciate the aid. My team wasn't the first Iron Guard Akalos sent to this estate. The other never reported back. We were dispatched to recover whatever was left of them. But we found precisely nothing. No gear, no evidence of a fight, nothing that seemed a sign left for other disfavored to find. Then Rolls hit us. At night, by surprise, like a motherless coward. We had set watch obviously, but one of his mages did something to Korax that kept him from calling out. It was the pain of him burning that woke me and the others. The only reason we were able to kill the chorus man we did. No one else survived. Only the general's grace saved me. We canvassed the area pretty thoroughly before Rolls showed up. Only place we'd stayed out of was the cave in the back. The whole scared Rolls shitless. So he closed it up. Wish we'd gotten a chance to check in there for the first crew. Then at least I'd have something to take back to Iron Hearth. You know what I know? Fadebinder, I need to return to Iron Hearth and report in and get these limbs straightened out. No enjoyment in that, I promise, but at least it'll distract me from everything else. You didn't fail your people. Kind of you to say, true or not. Safe travels, soldier. Farewell, Fatebinder. Didn't he say that he wanted to give me something? I think, maybe. Okay, let's go to Gwyneth. I'm gonna level soon. Na, 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 na. Okay, so they're gone. You don't exactly work quiet, do you? I suppose that ruckus means it's all taken care of, clean and tidy? They're no longer a problem. It's a real relief and a half. There was always the chance we'd get stuck out here, and that the mountains would move again, or Kairos forbid, Cairn would come back to finish what he started. So Wags are one of our specialists. He cooked us up an alchemical compound called Ocean's Fire. Burns as fast and hot as a Wrathcaster's spell. Set correctly, it'll clear the cave entrance out in an instant. But if it gets bumped wrong, say by some idiot chorus conscripts, we all meet the void well charred. Give me the ocean fire. I'll see to the cave entrance. Thank you. Be extraordinarily careful with it. You don't want to be within 20 paces when the paste meets the air. Hunker down behind some rubble. Okay. And don't miss. Okay. That's a thing. Don't miss. Here goes nothing, I guess. Who's gonna come out? Explore the cave. So they're not coming. Oh, this looks peaceful. What was that? That didn't sound peaceful at all. Luminescent mushrooms into the cave floor, emitting a distinct glow. Hillstrider. The stone formation quietly hums a slowly modulating melody. Its tune reminds you of the Archon of Song. Hey there, beastmen. Another human. Does new human offer man flesh to Hillstrider pack? Crying leather clads offer more bone than meat. Made short meals for beastwoman. I have no quarrel with you, beastwoman. I'll simply be on my way. The beastwoman licks her fangs regarding you with a deadly interest. You ate the people who came before? Beastwoman wastes no meat, not even human meat. I opened your cave for you. It seemed to me that some gratitude is in order. Does human think moving stones should make Hillstrider... Hillstrider ache with rotting desires? Beastwoman has seen strength of many and great acts in war and hunt. It's not so easily impressed. Clear the way, I have no time for this. Okay. Well, singing stone. Let's do one of these. I haven't done one of these in a long time. And then one of these. You can do... one of those.
Right.
Now we do... Guy's knocked down, okay.
I'll take care of it.
Can I do that now? Nice. Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Ready?
Okay. Do I have a heal? No. Yes, we have to use one of those.
Consider it done.
Tear your skeleton out by your ass.
I like the prone.
Back here.
C'est la vie. You guys wanted it.
I got it.
Take that. Take that. Let's see what else is here. Nothing? Okay. You must gather your party before venturing forth. Oh. Hello there.
Old walls down here. This isn't on any map I've ever... Oh, wait. We're not alone here.
Holy shit, this is a big place. That's an upgrade. Ooh, what is that? Weeping Whisper. Oh! These are the gloves. When crit, foe target versus endurance, bleeding for 10 seconds. Oh.
Hey, this looks fun.
I'm gonna give you these. And you can wear this. Hell yeah. Now let's see, potion wise. I'll give you some more potions. Life potions, always good. What do we have here? Weeping Whispers. 1 per rest. Damage 25 to 41 raw. Versus magic. User. Minus 50% recovery time for 15 for AoE fatigue for. Okay. Okay. Search the cave for signs of the sage. Oh, I seem to be getting cool shit. Outsiders, run! We helped find the leaders of the refugees. Ooh, a bow. A short bow, which is worse than mine. Mel. Hello. The Fatebinder. Good day to you. As you might have observed, your presence comes as a bit of a surprise. It's an unexpected pleasure, to receive an esteemed servant of the court. Sage Laundry, what are you doing here?
I could ask the very same of you. Taking shelter in the old walls, that takes nerves of iron, or wits of stone.
Or stupidity.
To squat in the old walls. It is a wonder the Bane have not rewarded their hubris with a painful death.
Well, this is unexpected. Though I'm glad to see you alive, my young friend. I'm not here to reminisce. I'm with the Fatebinder now, so I'll need to insist that you start explaining whatever it is you're doing here.
I am Scribe Mel of the Vellum Citadel, or formerly of, I suppose I should say. You aren't here to, Kairos doesn't have another edict in store for us, does he? I figure if that was the case, I'd be waist deep in lava as we speak. What is this place? I struggle with the definition myself, truthfully. We call this place the Bastard's Wound, or just the Wound for short. It's a refuge of sorts, a haven for folks displaced by war and poor decision, making everyone that's here discovered displaced by chance, but remains by choice. The decor is unorthodox, to be sure, but it does come with the benefit of extreme seclusion. Not that we object to the court's presence or that of the Archons, we simply thought it best to unburden you all of the weight of governance. I know you have better things to do than check up on us. We're fine, really. Everything is fine. What's all the commotion about? Visitors are always cause of alarm. Moreover, you aren't just any outsider. You're a Fatebinder. To many, it's as if Tunon just strolled into our homes. Your dispensation of justice could have profound ramifications for a little known and technically hidden settlement such as ours. Some of the refugees here don't know your intentions. No doubt they have little to fear, right? I don't know yet. Why are you all here? Entry into the old walls is forbidden. You need only fear a Fatebinder if you've done something wrong, like violating the laws regarding the old walls. Ah, of course, I can see why things might appear that way. If you look at this drawing of the area, we are by way of several fathoms below the old walls you see rising up. So who's to say if we're in the walls or really just underground? Other than a Fatebinder, of course, I merely mean to suggest that there's some potential ambiguity as to whether we're really done anything wrong. Examine the parchment. Crumble the parchment and toss it aside. Kairos laws forbid entry into the the permissibility of this settlement depends upon its contributions to the court and its officers. I'm not here to condemn this settlement yet. Thank you, Fatebinder. I heard that you gave warning to the sages of the Vellum Citadel before the edict came. I'm glad to see that your mercy extends to us as well. Joy? Ah, okay. I will merely say that this is an unusual place. It is legal standing somewhat unclear. We would never knowingly violate Kairos' law, is what I mean. We appreciate your generosity, Fatebinder. I hope that you will come to appreciate the wound in time. No doubt you have many questions of us. I shall do my best to acquaint you with them with this outpost. Is there anything I can help you with? Oh my god. There's a lot of stuff again to read. I have a question about the wound and its history. The analysis and creation of historical documents was one of my chief areas of focus at the Citadel, and I've had enough time to acquaint myself with the particulars of this place, so I suppose I'm the person to ask. What would you like to know? How did everyone get here? This place was discovered 3 years ago by braver and more adventurous souls than Master Lexem and I. We're relative newcomers, going on about a year at this point. When Cairn smashed Rostrom Vorus Manor, his supporters fled into the cracked mountainside and discovered this place. At the time, life here with the Bane sounded better than life at war with the Archons. From there, the settlement grew in spurts. We are far off the beaten path, so visitors are rare, but the few we've gotten have often made this place home. Not every encounter with the outside has been positive. When some disfavored found us, things got ugly fast, but the bloodshed was limited and the survivors joined us in the end, if a bit reluctantly. Okay. What do you know about this place? Remarkable place, is it not? We've no idea how old this corner of the old walls happens to be, but the tunnels leading into it came into being a few years ago. Cairn's fury was unleashed in a battle on the top side, and whatever powers he used split under the mountains and fractured these old walls. Cracked the whole damn old walls in half, and now sunlight and water are here for the first time since ever. Makes me wonder if there are other old walls like this are hidden from view to those of us just walking the surface. How do you survive in this place? What do you eat? We get enough sunlight to cultivate crops on the upper levels: cabbage, canas root, radishes, mushrooms even. The biggest challenge here is drinking water. Despite appearance, it's a rather interesting phenomenon. Actually, something in the old walls environment leaches into the water and corrupts it, producing a most curious disease in the afflicted. There's no fever or chills, bleeding, vomiting, or anything else like that, but you will waste away over time, as if one were starving. Tidecaster Vagstaff devised a method to magically treat the water, rendering it safe to consume and with curative properties for those already sick. This solution is a bit slow at making large amounts, but fortunately Jaspos constructed some stone aquifers. Water poured into these aquifers will drain a few hours later and emerge purified. Between their contributions, we're able to make the wound a proper home, so long as to keep their squabbling to a minimum. Do the Bane not threaten you? Yes, of course, but we have a system for that. We've met our greeting party in the caves, I take it. Incidentally, what happened to... it doesn't matter. The point is that we have a contingent of beastmen with us. If they adapted exceedingly well to the old walls and show little fear of the abominations. They've been perfectly eager to dig their claws into any that come our way. It's surprising that even works. By the way, but who am I to argue? At any rate, they keep the entry points to the wound clear and seem content to keep doing so. In fact, I dare say some of them have come to love hunting the Bane, or just have a death wish, and that's why they volunteered for patrols day after day. Yeah, I think they're dead. I'm sorry. What do you do here? What don't I do? Someone has to inventory the supplies, take census, ledger trades. It's all pretty unexciting, I assure you. I happen to like playing steward. Balancing numbers is easy for me, and I have far more responsibility than I ever had as a mere scribe in the Citadel. Aren't you a bit young for a sage? If I were a tenured sage, that may well be true, but I'm just an apprentice. Many in the guild scribe for decades before attaining rank. As the school is no more, I suppose I'll never officially be counted among the sages, but I am making my contributions to knowledge in my own ways. My master thinks similarly, though I think the loss of the school means more to her. I had a few years to know the other sages. She had a few decades. Where's your master? Master L, okay. Master Lexime is sadly not among us. She vanished into the lower levels some time ago. She wasn't herself. Life here is rather complicated, and the old walls bless us with numerous mysteries. One of those is unending sleeplessness, an affliction that drove her mad. Lexime, she's alive, so she survived the Edict of Fire. I gave the sages fair warning. Glad to know someone listened. Sage Lexime and I go way back. She joined the school a year before I did, so we more or less ran the place together. If she's alive, why didn't she try to find me? Did you try to contact all the other sages you thought were alive? Right. We tried not to cloud the skies with missive birds. That would just give the enemy something to follow, like me. She probably tried to avoid detection, not light a signal fire. Were you two rivals or friends? Both. We were chroniclers, so there was competition of some sorts, but I think I'm allowed to say we got along very well enough. Not that many of my friendships survived my politics. I was in favor of surrendering the school to Kairos, hardly a popular outlook. Last I know, she went into the depths of the old walls. To me, that's a death sentence, especially if she's no longer able to work her magic. I'm so sorry. I wish you had stumbled upon us sooner. Maybe you could have reconnected with her. Her mind was dwelling, and I know she was fixated on making sure everything she carried out of the Vellum Citadel was hidden and safe. Oh, okay. She and I hid one such cache over by the farm. The others are, I presume, deeper in the old walls. Lexime knew an old sage trick that conceals the stashes, making them fade from view unless another chronicler stands near. When her magic began fading, she made a rush to conceal things, but aside from the one stash in the farm, only she knows where the rest lay. Who is in charge here? Unfortunately, that's a matter of debate at the moment. For a while, two men in particular led this settlement. Tidecaster Vakstaff, who has been here the longest, and Ford-bound Master Jaspos. They made it possible to survive here, but rarely see things eye to eye. Were the conditions here not so fragile, I'm certain they would have come to blows ages ago. There was also a beast woman, Reef Talon, a really quite a remarkable creature, actually. She held this place together and kept tempers at bay until fairly recently. She was as worthy as leader as we've seen in the Wound, but she's no longer with us. So the bickering between Jaspos and Vakstov continues. Tell me about Jaspos. Look for the broad-shouldered man with the booming voice. He's almost always taking out his frustration on some poor rock or boulder just there by the forge. Jaspos and his 2 apprentices arrived some time after Vakstaff. I think we worried he'd be a true loyalist and demand we surrender to Kairos, but he's taken shine to this place and is trying to create his own little corner of Taradas. I think he likes the seclusion and being surrounded by a variety of rock types. I can see it, yeah. He built most of the bridges. You see here some cisterns to filter water. He's a one-man work crew, and he knows it, unfortunately. He has more than a few supporters, particularly since he created those purifying aquifers. The water here causes illness, and without his help, most of us wouldn't have enough clean water to drink. What about Vakstaff? Prickly old fellow, Vakstaff, one of the last tidecasters in Tears, I believe. His kind were enemies to Kairos, true, but I'm certain he has no personal designs against the Overlord Fatebinder. He's not one for pleasantries or charisma of any sort, but he is a master of his craft. He was the first to treat the toxic waters in the Old Walls, and to date, it's the only cure that works. The Wound would be in bad shape without him. Give him some time and you might see beyond the gruff exterior. Just know that he prefers the solitude of his pool, so don't head over there unless you're willing to suffer his glare. A beast woman was in charge. That's a bit unusual. Indeed, but Reeve Talon is a most unusual beast. She's a lot more focused, patient, and sensible than all the other beasts I've ever encountered. Anyway, Reeve Talon was able to organize beasts and humans into effective patrols against the Bane. With her in charge of defense, casualties dropped. No Bane ever slipped into the common area, and disputes between beasts all but disappeared. At a certain point, it seemed foolish not to have her in charge. We've had a few beastmen wander into our refuge, and I don't know how or why, but life here changed them. I don't know if it's the Bane, something in the water, something about the magics of this place. After a span or 2 living with us, most beastmen just seem to become a bit more civilized, relaxed. Maybe speak to some of our beastmen, perhaps you'll agree. What happened to Reeve Talon? Well, she was our bulwark against not only the Bane, but death itself. She had a mystic gift, or so we thought. Her touch brought everyone, the wounded, the sick, the dying, back from the edge, but it changed them. The curse wasn't noticeable at first, but seemingly without fail. Those healed would slowly but surely stop sleeping. A minor malady at first, but a cumulative one. As days and weeks go on, those lose themselves. Depression, malice, paranoia, unending onto itself. My master Luxime was treated by Reeve Talon, and in her case, she lost her ability to work magic. Between this and some disputes about whether it's proper for a beast woman to lead humans resulted in a Reeve Talon leaving the Wound, disappearing into the depths of the Old Walls. Many of the Sleepless followed. The Sleepless that left haven't returned, so it's hard to be optimistic about any of this. That's an unusual power. Can't say I've heard of Beastman Mystic that does such thing. Interesting. I regret not being a better student of beastman magics, but I concur. This is most unusual. What's stranger still, Reef Talon did not boast about being a mystic, and beasts are nothing if not boastful. I have a hypothesis. Perhaps she slew so many Bane, and their sickly powers have soaked onto her very touch. But it's just speculation. All I know for sure is scores of lives were inadvertently ruined by her healing gift, and folk here have some complicated feelings toward Reef Talon. None have recovered, unfortunately. The end result appears to be inevitable still. I can't help but wonder if Reef Talon could have corrupted this. It's a shame. You should know, Fatebinder, that there are a small number of people that have been treated by Reef Talon but haven't fully lost their grip on things. Jasper's apprentice, Isley, for one. It is, though, just a matter of time until the worst sets in. Okay. Lantry, okay. Guess one of your old friends is here. What should we expect? She's an old friend of mine, and by now you've already detected the understatement in my voice, so ask your questions. An old love interest, I presume? You presume correctly. We were deeply intimate. Hey there, Cam. Sup? How's it going? Yeah, it's going great, but my throat is like... Howdy today. We're fine. We're super good. Making progress. Reading out a lot. Reading a whole damn lot today. I already finished my juice. I have nothing to moisturize. And I don't know. I just don't feel like strolling. You presume correctly. We were deeply intimate for the better part of the 15 years. The school gave up long ago trying to make rules against fraternization. And well, we took full advantage of living in the modern era of the school of Ink and Quill, when sages could do away with furtive copulation and the foolish attempts to curb the natural inclination of scholars to root. It was her magic I loved most. She was gifted, truly gifted. She could achieve these little accents on her spells that none of us could replicate. At first, I had nothing but envy and hate for her, but somewhere along the line, it became an adoration. And I just hoped that Kairos, that if I rubbed up against her enough, maybe some of her talent would rub off on me. No such luck. What would you like to know? If you were so close, why didn't you flee the Citadel together? There was a time when we were inseparable. I learned much of my magic from her, and her from me. We are each other's mentor and student. It is a very special sort of bond. Hello, Joy. But it was a relationship that I fouled through my own convictions. In the years before Kairos' conquest, I urged our school to surrender. And urge is an understatement. Rabidly advocated would be a more apt description. Lexime did not share my assessment of Kairos or my opinions on what must be done. I was in the dissenting minority, and most felt I was a traitor, Lexime included. But I wasn't about to back off from my belief that surrender was the right idea. Considering what came to pass, I feel justified in my stance. While I normally adore being right about things, in this particular case, my tomb scent smugness maybe isn't worth the friendship it all cost me. How you doing, Cam? I hope everything's good at you. What do you make of her condition? From the sound of it, she was afflicted with sleeplessness, and by all accounts, madness would naturally follow. But if she's down in the old walls and enfeebled, she'd be easy prey for the bane. All good? Nice. I assure you, whatever struck her, I won't let it happen to you. I doubt you can make that promise, but thanks all the same. If such a state afflicted me after I tire of writing without pause for days on end, I'd ask that you put me out of my misery. Oh boy. You managed to do some bass recording over the weekend? Nope. None of the sorts. I won't be... I talked with the Fritzmeister, and I actually won't be ending up to do any bass recordings. I barely can do my stream at night, and that is like the most I'm doing is like this talking, because let's face it, they're used to my voice, hearing my voice. It's not something that's going to uncomfort or burden them when they're sleeping. Slapping a bass might end up in a different story. And the weekends are like poof, gone all the time. The weekend is like the 2 days you can reevaluate and do all the things that you couldn't do throughout the week. So all of the things that you're not doing, you kind of mash them all together in the weekend. Plus trying to keep your sanity alive and a little bit of, downtime. I mean, 2021 is almost over. Hell yeah. I actually can't wait for Christmas. It's going to be the first Christmas with Sophia, with my kid. It's going to be cool. So you two worked on the Chronicle together. We are but 2 members of a team spanning generations, but yes, we both contributed to the Chronicles. Long bouts of fieldwork and longer stretches of authoring our findings suited our temperaments. My colleagues insisted original research was the way to make a name for myself, but the accounting of everything is a cause greater than us all. Laksim saw the Chronicle as half record of things that were and half record of how things ought to be. Just a sec. To her, each moment we record offers universal insights into how people will act in the future. I take the most modest stance that you can't stand in the same river twice, and the same general can't fight the same war twice. So history is of limited predictive power. Forgive me, you didn't ask for my nuances of our philosophical debates. Dressing up as Santa? Probably not. Not gonna go overboard. Besides, it's not like she's gonna truly remember anything, but it is gonna be interesting to decorate the tree for the first time with her, get some presents and let her tear open a present or something like that, and have her experience the first joy like that. So there are definitely a lot of things that I want to just soak in. Also, literally having a family, right? So family tradition is gonna be my thing, or our thing that we're gonna build upon, and it's gonna be great. Also, the year is gonna go by, and I am planning to not give up ever and always be better than the year before. So this year was however it is, and next year I'm gonna go like 100% more, 1000% more to do all that I can in everything. Daddy Nib, yeah, obviously. What do you make of these chronicle fragments she tasked us to find? My heart sings every time I can safeguard the text against destruction. Still, there is something bothering me about these writings. Let's look around a bit more, shall we? Ask me again when I have a few pieces to compare. Alright. Ooh, that was a lot of reading. You passed the DAT exam for sure, and that must count for something. Hell yeah. Speak with Tidecaster Wagstaff and okay. Find the Bastard Wound Farm Chronicle. So, we just got a couple of things. Okay, these are on hold. From one quest, this started being 2 quests. Alright. First, what is this? Oh, a merchant. Hello. Fatebinder, gracious. Did you come for you'll want to speak to Master Jespeth. He's okay.
Sure, let's just set up a little village in the old walls. Why not?
Heavy armor, okay. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay, nothing. Stupid beastman. I killed your beastman outside. Okay, these guys are horde. Okay, interesting. They're training. That's a lot of stuff. Light armor boots. I will gladly take those. Improving my gear is something I like to hear. Improving my gear is so cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry. I have to go to bed. Good night. I feel you. I feel you. I know. I know. Take care, man. Keep at it. You're doing great. I'm proud of you, man. Rostrom Lank. Merchant. A lot of merchants, but they're probably not gonna, yeah, okay, they're not talking to me until we find out who's who and we get like their blessings.
I see the Tidecaster has made himself at home in these flooded halls.
Okay, that's Wagstaff. Arranged at angles that recall the sigil of Gravelight, these crystals shimmer with the collected glow of what little radiance from Tarada's grave filters into these depths. Oh, oops. Hey there, Wagstaff. A Fatebinder. Well, this is going to be a shit day, isn't it? Out with it then. I'm ready for whatever's going to spew out of that ballast hole. Your ballast hole? The hostility is unwarranted. I'm just here to talk. Just to talk? That remains to be seen. But who am I to question a Fatebinder? You should know that my hostility is rarely personal. spew some bile when curious neighbors approach, and they'll keep to themselves in the future. My recipe for harmonious relations. I assume someone pointed you towards me to speak for the settlement. If there are matters to discuss, then so be it. I may not like it, but I do lead these people, frankly, only because nobody else can. That stone-strutting fool Jaspos will talk himself into believing he's up to the task, but don't believe his bluster for a moment. Anyway, I'll just ask the questions everyone's wondering. What are your intentions with us? For now, this settlement may continue to operate independently. Unexpected, Fatebinder. Perhaps your visit was worth the interruption. Making a life without someone breathing down my neck is all I've ever wanted. Thank you. The court will extend mercy. Thank you, Fatebinder. I knew the day would come that we'd be discovered, and I imagined a much bloodier scenario. In this regard, I'm happy to be made a fool. Life here in the Wound isn't easy, and we always assumed outsiders will bring death, not help. Your lenience is the sort of surprise we needed in these difficult times, and though I never would have guessed this, your arrival may be the sign of good things to come. My arrival bodes well for your future. Just what are you getting at? We normally avoid contact with the outside for fear of trouble following us back home. And with my duties here, leaving is out of the question. And yet, there are matters beyond these walls in need of a solution. And since I cannot leave this place to handle my own affairs, perhaps I can retain your services. Depends on what you have in mind. There's an old rival of mine still out there, a sage named Phoebe. Yes, we're from rival schools. No, this isn't just a case of an unsettled score. I'd live and let live, but she poses an actual threat to the Wound. She had knowledge of my plans to journey north to trace Cairn's path in these mountains, which may expose us. She could bring a slew of homeless sages here, probably followed by a gaggle of spies. It's not worth the risk. She needs to die. The problem is finding her. We had a mutual contact, Melita. Oh, I know Melita, who used to spend this time of the year in Lethian's Crossing. Yep, she's there, or he's there. If the two are still in touch, she'll be able to point you in the right direction. All of Bastard's Wound would be in your debt. Most of all, me. Can I trust you in your help? Is the sage really such a threat? She's a risk to everyone living here. The woman hates me. Having dealing with her in the past was a mistake. And I'll be damned if I let that error ruin all that we've built here. Now that her school is in ruin, she'll view my accomplishments here. What are you doing, Joy? Hey. My accomplishments here as research to be appropriated. And while she's at it, she'll engineer a catastrophe for the Wound just to spite me. So yes, Fatebinder, I'm sure. I'm not going to kill someone before they've actually done anything. I understand the sentiment, but whatever you believe it or not, that woman is a threat and will gladly bring attention to our existence if it serves her purpose. Moreover, she is likely to expose us without even trying. She could wind up consumed by the voices of Narat or followed here. . I found this place. Why kill someone when the secret's already out? You don't give up patching a hole in the hull just because a new one opens. Look, I seem to be asking the wrong thing of the wrong person. I'm sorry, this all sounds so monstrous. This loose end is mine to solve. The answer isn't necessarily no. The question is, what's it worth? The security of this place is worth a great deal to me. I will give you all the rings I have. I don't really need them down here. And I will share with you what I stole from the sage. Okay, that sounds good. I had every right to return the favor, did I not? Perhaps you'd hold true to Cairo's commandments against forbidden lore, but if not, I will educate you. I'll find her. Thank you. One more thing, Fatebinder. If you do kill her, be sure to gather her belongings. Very important. That's the only way I can verify that you found the right sage. It would also mean a great deal to see my old scrolls back, on the off chance she still carries them. It is a petty and vain request, but if you've been robbed before, you probably know the feeling. Nice. What else do you want of me? Oh boy. That's all for now. You can talk with him again. First I wanna go around here. Wait, can we do that now? There's not a lot of trade. Ooh, what is this? Shock damage. Nice. Nice. Also scroll. Interesting. I'm not talking to them right now. Greetings to you. Rostrak Lem, son of the late Rostram Balas. I saw you in the Basset City shortly after Tunan's arrival. We've come a long way from then, haven't we? Tell me about yourself and Rostram House. I think you're well acquainted with the manor and its grounds at this point. My father, legacy, and my inheritance, reduced to rubble and ash. They call it the Shattered Bastion. Rostram House is but a memory now. Prior to Kairos' arrival, we were a successful merchant family with roots that extended from Asia's capital to Ardent's coast. My father never married, but that didn't stop him from asserting control over these lands. Tearsman laws be damned, I'm all that remains of his 3 heirs. But what do you do here personally? Shouldn't you be leading this settlement? Is this a face worthy of leadership? No, I like my father's ambition. I've seen where it leads. Besides, I have little to offer these folk beyond the memory of more optimistic days. My father would be enraged if he saw me today, pacing the mushrooms beds or leading swine to slaughter. This life may not be worth much, but it's something at least. How was the manor destroyed? I suppose my father's optimism was to blame. Before the Overlord's forces even set foot in the bastard tier, my father invited tiersmen of all persuasions into these walls to resist Kairos. Didn't matter who you were. Once the tier fell, Cairn arrived to make an example of my family. That monster sundered the whole damn mountain along with my home. My family was killed by the very walls that meant to protect them. I was the luckiest, merely pinned by the stone column and clutched as the floor heaved from Cairn's onslaught. My fighting days are done, Fatebinder. Even I hate the Overlord more than ever. Even if I hate... Okay. That's slightly unusual for your father to claim land ownership. He didn't cleave to tradition. I'm sure the passing women, the land, and stuffing men aboard the ships made sense when our ancestors needed cleaner lines of inheritance. Men drown so women wear the crown, as they say. My father never set foot in water. Goes to show how you can overcome any eccentricity if your coffers are full of rings. They speak more persuasively than you or I ever could. Okay. Do you have anything for selling? The answer is no. There was this guy, merchant. Greetings, Fatebinder. I think I speak for all in the Forgebound when I thank you for your graciousness in regard to our little community. Let me see what you have to offer. Ooh. Oh. Masterwork. Armor 10. It's heavy armor, so I'm not inclined. Oh, it's two-handed. This? One-handed. Ooh. It has a little bit better things. It also has plus 0.5% bonus damage for every 1% missing health. Oh, that's not bad. It's also called the Tenderizer. Oh, you got some stuff here. Joy is doing something that she's not supposed to. Alright. What is that? While they wouldn't weather a strong gale, these tents seem stable enough.
Usually you don't see beastmen living so closely with people. Not without a pen or
That
someone getting
looks
torn
weird.
limb from limb. Or both.
Ooh. Another iron dagger. Oh, she's playing. What is this? Iron great axe? Bronze tabar axe? Gore thrust. Okay. This is a one-handed. Oh. It's a little bit better. Has accuracy and better recovery. Ooh, that was So sick. Two-handed bronze war mace. That actually has a lot of DPS comparison to mine. Save it. What is this? Oh. Interesting. Very interesting. But I'm not done. Telesophia. Oh, she's trapped. Yeah, we'll talk to you later. I got looting to do. Hang in there. Whoa. Beast cubs. Bloom of Dawn. Two-handed again. Okay, and here's another merchant. Good day. Let me see what you have. Healing potions. I'm buying all of the potions. Those mushrooms are actually good, but I don't know how to use them. Okay. Cool. We have another merchant here. I'm working on cries to drive custom. What did you think? I didn't see what. Wait. If you're wall smart, shop wall smart. That's what I always say. Also, this is wall smart. Welcome. You've almost got it. Thank you kindly, friend. And they say Fatebinders don't have a sense of humor. I stocked the stable foods. Okay, let's hear what you have to offer. Get Walmart, because they're in the Walmart. In Imperator's Old Walls Regalia. Scandalous and unarmored. Immunity to sundered and affliction duration. Also, you got some healing. Buying all of the healing. Okay. I've seen that. Incipit Monica. I'm curious of something. This lets me enter the old walls, right? Oh, these are homes. These are homes, y'all. Okay, now I understand. Much better. Save it. Oh boy. The Bane. What was that? They handled themselves well enough, but it would be better to seal the breach in their defenses. Interesting. Damn, we found a lot of stuff. Oh, that's where Jasper sits. That's the farm. That's Wagstaff. Denizen. Still going here, and then we're gonna go to Jasper. I don't know if we're gonna talk with him tonight. I still want to loot everything over here. Like that. Inventory, let's see. You got 5 of those. You got, which one was it? This. Okay, let's give you, you know what? I'm gonna give you 10. I'm gonna give you 10 as well. And you that. Good. You guys all have like small healings. You got 4 of those. Let's give you 10 of those. Sure. All the healing there. Good. I'd say that's good enough. Sure. I also gotta level up. Oh yeah. No. Didn't I have like 2 points here? Probably not. Okay, now I'm at 10. I need 1 more point here. Which one was it? Gain a stacking accuracy bonus when you deal the killing blow to an enemy. This bonus lasts until combat ends. When you fall below 30, okay. Those are the crits. When attacking from stealth, no. No, we already got the stance. Armor penetration, thrust ability, +6 might. So sure. Then the next one is going to be the Skull Cracker. Good. Okay, let's go outside. It's loading. Okay, let's go outside and let's go over the bridge. So this is somewhere where, or this is probably gonna be the next entrance. Save it.
A forge bound in the old walls? Seems a nerve-wracking place to work.
Take the cheese. Tonvis. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Razor Scout. And this is Jaspos. Jaspos. Hmm. Not the best. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna save it. That's weird. We're gonna call it a night. My guys, we have done a couple of fights. Not too heavy, not too much, and a lot of exploration. We've done most of the looting and exploration. Now, tomorrow, we're gonna have to clear our throats and our busy schedules, because we're gonna have to talk to all them nitwits over there. And knowing this game and CRPGs alike, people have a lot to talk about. So we're gonna have to talk a lot of shit and find out a lot of lore about all of. I mean, we're gonna learn what they know. We're probably gonna get some quests. And other than that, we're gonna continue. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for dropping by as usual. I wish you all a great rest of the day, and I'll see you guys back again tomorrow. Okay.